Yes, good morning. How are you doing today?
It's fine, thank you.
That's nice to hear. Okay, so what are you planning to do for this day?
Uh, okay. Uh, I mm, I'm gonna plan. I'm gonna make a plan to trip to travel my home country
Mm-hmm.
around with my girlfriend. So yeah, uh, I prepare for the traveling, making a travel
Mm-hmm.
plan. Yeah.
You mean to say your hometown?
Uh, home country, domestic
You mean
country.
all over Korea?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay then. So which places are you going to travel to, or are you going to
Mm,
visit?
mm, uh, uh, I'm yet I'm still in planning stage, but we
Mm-hmm.
I think we might go to ocean place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or you
Mm,
will go to oceans like that, some
yeah, yeah.
oceans. Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah.
And then anything else?
Mm, Um, teacher, excuse me. I have the um, mm, uh, uh, this Friday. I have the schedule to visit my grandparents on Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
could I postpone the class later? On Friday
Um,
morning?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think you can do that.
yeah,
So I think if you can try to do that after our class,
yeah, yeah,
try to put your class on hold for Friday.
yeah.
If you cannot do that today, then I think it would be better if you do that on Friday. But I think you can do that. You can
Ah, yes.
advance your postponing like
Ah,
that.
okay, okay.
So
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for telling me that. Okay, so anything else that you would like to share about your plans for the trip?
Mm, okay. Mm,
Uh-huh.
I, actually, I didn't think about think about.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That is all right. That is all right. So, when are you going to do this, if ever?
Mm, I think on I think in March, the second week in March. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Or the second week of March.
yeah,
Okay, then. Okay. Well, anyway, you still have, let's see, more than a week or at least a fortnight to prepare for that plan. So I hope that you would be able to think of the plans perfectly. And also,
yeah.
I think it's better if you make an itinerary so that you will be able to maximize the time that you're going to spend, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So for now, let's go over your topic under Unit 4,
Yeah.
still about human relationships and friends. So just give me a moment and tell me if you can see it.
Yes, I can see.
Yes. Okay. So today we're going to answer question. Oh, sorry. Today we're going to answer question number 2, and we're going to answer the last question here. So if you are good, oh, I think we already did this, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
let's go over the third question then on number 3. Let me read the first question. Talk about your most difficult experience in human relationships so far and how did you overcome that? Okay, so the most difficult experience that you've had in human relationships so far.
Okay. Well, most graduate students like me tend to
Mm-hmm.
have difficulty in keeping good relationship with their academic advisor. Uh, English school. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I also have trouble like that because I my academic advisor is old age, and he seems I think he is quite stubborn. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I have to uh, I have to um, pay attention uh, pay attention to keeping the nice relationship with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So please tell me more about this specific academic advisor that you have. So what
Mm,
happened like that? How did you realize that you are not having or you're having a hard time being in a relationship with that person?
okay, okay. Uh, for example, when mm, uh, I talk about uh, uh, some research plan with him, uh,
Mm-hmm.
mm, uh, uh, if if I suggest the plan A to him,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he first disagrees with it disagrees with it
Mm-hmm.
without specific reason, but uh, we talk about and after that uh, mm, uh, he he suggests the plan A again. Or
Ah.
yeah, such a and he thinks the plan is his own idea. Yeah, that shows
Mm-hmm. So
he li- doesn't carefully listen to what his students saying.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
So he kinda wants to take credit of all the good ideas like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
for example, maybe like this. For example, like we are talking about how to make our sales. For example, we are working at a store like that,
yeah.
and we are talking about a technique on how we can make our sales higher like that. So
Mhm.
you suggested we should make or we should give promos like that, and then your academic advisor will say, "Oh, no, 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 that's not good. Let us make promos," and then he's gonna add something and then say that the idea came from him, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think he does that, or why do you think he do that, or he does
Uh,
that? Yes.
mm, uh, uh, I think uh, 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 such problem is not is not is not own his problem because I think mm, uh, I think the problems happens because they are he is not uh, he's not paying attention to what their students are saying and
Ah.
but and I think many old people uh, are acting are showing these traits.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. Okay. So anyway, for your academic advisor's
yeah,
case, maybe like you said, because he don't listen carefully, so maybe he misunderstands what the students is saying.
yeah,
That's why he tries to rephrase it like that,
yeah,
thinking that it's a different idea when in fact it's the same thing that the student said, like that.
yeah, yes,
Okay. Well, I think maybe it's an honest mistake for your academic advisor, but for other people, really, when you suggest something,
yeah,
they try to like rephrase it and then say that it's their own. Like, oh, I'm a great guy. I thought of
ah,
this, something like that. So,
yeah,
for your academic advisor, I think it's not intentional. What do you think so, or what do you think?
okay. There are some people uh, who steal their students' idea, but for my academic advisor, he didn't mean to that, but
Ah.
yeah, it's not that different much for
That is
students.
true. That
Yeah,
is true. Like, what do you feel, for example,
uh,
when you suggested something bright and then your advisor kind of stole it from you? What do you feel?
Okay. When I doing in my master, when I doing my master degree,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when I first began to start my master degree, I feel very uncomfortable and um, feel grumpy about that. But
Mm-hmm.
so mm, uh, but my colleagues, uh, my colleagues know that
Mm-hmm.
I have many dissatisfaction about that, but uh, they advised me not to show your dissatisfaction to
Mm-hmm.
academic advisor is uh, because uh, mm, uh, expressing your dissatisfaction is not a good way to deal with the problem. You just uh, yeah.
Oh.
Uh, and after that, I realized that uh, mm, uh, when my when my colleagues are uh, graduated after my colleagues uh, graduate grad school uh, or complete their PhD program,
Mm-hmm.
and my academic advisor start to uh, show his respect to them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
understand. So at least they
yeah,
try to give back. Like if they see that their student did well like that,
yeah,
or if they see that their student graduated with flying colors like that,
yeah,
then they're gonna show respect to them.
yeah,
Okay, I think that's a good idea. And also, if you show your dissatisfaction in a very obvious manner, then
yeah,
they would also think of you as a rude guy, right? Like
yes.
you don't show respect or you don't have respect, especially because they are older people, right?
And at least when I uh, at least when I his when I am in his when I'm his student. Yeah,
When I was his student.
yeah, when I was his student, uh, I always I always shows my patience to him, but he also knows that after their his students graduated,
Hmm.
uh, they uh, they don't need to show their patience to their ex advisor. So he uh, has to has to show some respect for them.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
understand. Okay, so I think there will be a problem if even after they're not his students anymore, he
yeah,
still acts the same way, right? So I think that's the problem, or there will be a problem in that case. But since he doesn't do that, he shows respect to them after they graduate, then I think it's a good thing. So maybe I am not sure, but maybe as his or as your instructor like that, maybe he is just trying to make you strong, something like that, because there will be more people like him that you will meet in your future life,
yes,
especially when you have work like that. So maybe he's just preparing you for that. That's why he's like that.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyway, I think he's a good advisor then. So it will not be changed if you had dissatisfactions with him or if you misunderstood him in some way, but at least you learned some lesson and you were able to get respect from him, right?
yeah, I agree on you.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay. So in those kinds of situation, for example,
yeah,
when he tries to steal your idea, for example, what do
yeah.
you do instead? Instead
Oh,
of showing your dissatisfaction like that,
mm,
what do you do?
oh yeah. At first, I tried to show my dissatisfaction to him, but uh, whenever I do like that, uh, um, mm, uh, uh, the the professor start to showing um, more his power.
Mm-hmm. Like his
Yeah.
authority.
Oh yeah,
Like
authority. Yes,
I am your
exactly.
advisor, like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
After these days, I just say all my answers.
Hmm.
I like saying yes, yes, you're right. That's a good
Hmm.
idea. I think so.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You just agree with him already.
Yeah, just I do my work better,
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
better work hard, and um, I realized that showing a good uh, uh, showing a good performance
Mhm.
is a good way for him to under he him to respect be able to respect my idea. Yeah.
I understand. So he unlike or in the past when you showed his sorry, when you showed his your dissatisfaction to him,
Yeah.
he shows you that he is still your advisor like that. So he lets out his authority like that or his power over you that he's more superior than you. But now it's different. When you stay silent and you just agree, then he doesn't do that anymore. And at the same time, he will eventually listen also to what you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, I think your advisor has arrived. Yes. Yes. And also, I think it came off well because at least you learned a lesson from that, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, so anyway, that's the hardest human relationship that you've ever encountered, and you were able to overcome that by keeping quiet and just showing respect. Okay, so anything else that you would like to add there?
uh, Other types of my activity, my way to deal with the situation.
Yeah, you could add something like that, or any
Uh,
other relationships,
aha.
kinds of relationships where you had a hard experience or the hardest
Oh.
experience. So that was at school, right? With your
Mm-hmm.
academic advisors. What else, or with whom else, like
Mm-hmm.
that?
Aha. Oh well. I said earlier class. Uh, uh, I don't. I don't. I'm not the person who try. I'm not the person who try to uh,
Make
spend
or build.
spend my a lot of effort
Mm-hmm.
keeping good relationships with others. So
Mm-hmm.
when I have trouble in uh, keeping a good relationship with some person, I choose to not contact. I choose not to contact him. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but okay, okay. But when I when I uh, when I did part-time job as a as uh, as a bar
Mm-hmm.
at a bar, I have to deal with many customers who act act like mm,
They're like the king of the world, like that.
yeah, yeah,
Especially because it's a bar, so
yeah,
you can expect that people become a different person
yeah,
when they drink alcohol like that, right?
yes, yes,
Yes, yes. So they become like they think of themselves like a really big people or really strong people, like they can do anything like that.
yes.
Okay, so how did you cope up with that situation?
Ooh. Uh, mm, yes. Sometimes. Okay. As sometimes. Uh, uh, when I began to that work first time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, uh, I don't try. Uh, 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 I don't try to accept their demand, but uh, for example, someday when a person the person who are very bigger and stronger persons visit our bar, and he and he's very uh, he was enjoying that that place, and uh, he told me, uh, hey brother, come on and uh, drink pour the drink on my into my cup.
Oh, okay. Like, pour me a drink like that.
Yeah. uh,
Yes. Okay.
yeah
And then.
at that time I'm very I feel very embarrassing, and I I I I s- I s- I replied I replied him bluntly.
Uh-huh.
I don't I don't I don't I'm not the person who should do that. Yes, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh,
Like it's not in my job description, something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But
Uh-huh.
uh, uh, mm, uh, 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 and the customer show his dissatisfaction, and at that time, my boss of the bar, uh, um, told me to go home earlier,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and after next day, I told him, I my boss told me, uh, he is like a Korean gang Jopo.
Ah, the
Yeah,
guy,
so
the customer who you refused.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he is not the person who uh, he is just too much. My boss told me he was just too to enjoying the place. He thought he didn't mean to offend you. So
Ah, uh-huh.
he my boss told me, and if you have next chance, uh, I think I think enjoying with him. I think uh, accepting his demand is not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm,
Uh,
mm-hmm. Okay, that is kind of scary actually. So he is like a leader of a gang, right?
I don't know he's the leader, but he's one of the
Maybe a
person.
member like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay then, and he really enjoys hanging out in that specific bar.
yeah, yeah.
So maybe he has already done that to the other employees. Have you asked them, like your coworkers, if they
uh,
also did the same thing, or
oh
he
no,
also did the same thing to them?
the bar just owned two member, boss and me. Yeah,
Ah, I understand.
yeah,
And maybe he just
yeah.
was trying to, let's say, get to know you better, something like that. That's what
Yeah,
your boss said.
baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
then, okay. So when you went back to work, did you ever find a chance to, let's say, see him again or have him as your customer?
Yeah, no, no, I don't have chance anymore because,
Ah,
yeah, after uh, 2 months later, I quit the job. Yeah.
oh,
Uh,
okay then, okay. So he doesn't go there that often, but
yeah, yeah,
the
maybe.
boss
Yeah.
knows him.
Yes.
Okay, that is interesting. Well, it's a good thing that nothing happened to you.
Thank you.
It's because whenever I watch Korean dramas like that,
Yeah.
like if they don't, or if the waiter, for example, or if the staff didn't do what the customer wants, they're gonna start bullying them or hurting them physically. Or sometimes they wait for the staff or for the worker to finish her or his shift,
Yes.
and then they punch him like that, or they do something bad. So it's a good thing that nothing happened to you. That's why your boss asked you to leave early or go home.
You're right.
Okay, then. Well, anyway, those are really one of the hardest things that you can encounter, especially in that line of work. But I
Yeah.
think our time is already over.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you can share more about that, let's do that on Friday,
Oh, yes.
okay? Thank you so much. Bye bye. Ah,
The
yeah, yeah.
next
Next
Friday,
Monday.
no? Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.